Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Jenna O'Sullivan. I'm a board certified doctor of naturopathy, and I want to share with you something that may just change your life. So this is something that it came into my life out of nowhere and has completely blessed not only my family, but thousands of families in our group. And I want you to consider something. So I'm going to share my screen here so that you can see what we're going to be talking about. And just to understand, as we get moving on this, the income opportunity, there's an extra income. And part of the question that I usually ask people is like, what would you do with some extra income? How much extra income would make sense to you? So what we're going to do is quickly go through the 3 phases of success. And part of the issue here is understanding time, that time is something that is now considered the new money. I always laugh that, like, as somebody who, we've paid all our debts off, we don't have any actual rolling debt on anything. We pay cash for everything. It's something where this couldn't be more true, that if you have more time and that time freedom to do more with your family and do whatever it is that you want, that's the new currency. Like, time is a huge important thing. So when we look at creating financial freedom, to create the ultimate wealth, right, is basically more time to enjoy life and family. So if you had no debt, just imagine if you had 0 debt, and every month you knew that your bills were covered because everything that came in, you had more than enough, and that you were creating generational wealth so that you knew you could just hang out with your family. How nice would it be this summer to just go sit in a field of dandelions, right? And just enjoy time with your family. So when I think about the secret key to success, and there's a lot of people out there saying different things, but most people don't know this one key, this one secret about money. And I'm betting you're interested in learning what this is. So we don't earn $1 million, you make it. Okay? So you're not going to earn this. You're going to make it. And the problem here is that in order to make it, you actually need to be in a business or a company that has the ability to pay that much. So think that through. Are you in a situation right now where there's no glass ceiling above you, like that you could make millions in that company or in that business or in that model that you've created? So what I want to do with you now is just go over this 3-phase formula. This was presented by Therese. She's a SPD, and so I'm presenting her presentation, and I'm really excited to share some of my thoughts on this. But if we look at 2 to 5 years, okay, potentially 1 to 2 years, but let's just give it 2 to 5 years. Do you have the ability, if you knew after 2 to 5 years, if you worked hard, if you knew that you would be a millionaire after that amount of time, would you do it? I think most would, because honestly, most people are working 2 to 5 years for what? A cycle over and over again. But what's great about this opportunity is it works at any life stage, and it's actually very easy to implement, because our goal is to obtain that financial stability, to have freedom to do what we want, to have time. So phase 1 in this company, so in LifeWave, so we're talking about specifically LifeWave. Phase 1 is a learning phase. It's a growing phase. You're growing your team, you're adding people, but you're learning the patches, you're learning the systems, you're getting trained and coached and mentored, you're plugging into everything you possibly can. You're going to all the events, literally. You're doing everything you possibly can, because realistically, at the end of the day, personal growth is what you need to be focusing on. The sad reality is that 90% of people quit during this phase. They do. It's just the reality of it. And we don't want to do that. So I'm asking you, are you going to quit, or are you someone that has some chutzpah, right? Are you going to keep moving with this? All right, so let's look at phase 2. Phase 2 is when you're gaining traction. This is where you start helping your team grow. You become the trainer. So what you're going to start doing is sharing with your team the value, right? There's huge value in systems and scaling and leveraging, so that you're not having them do, the same things over and over again and not see any results. We want to share our systems and share. There's multiple systems, you guys, or multiple onboardings, multiple ways of doing this. And we have them right at your fingertips for you to just choose what works best for you. So in this phase, you're building momentum and you're building excitement. And that team building excitement is huge. You're building a culture. So I want you to really consider how you're going to keep the momentum going in this phase. So phase 3 is the liftoff, and this is where things just click. It's exponential growth. This is where you have this like self-sustaining growth. And in my opinion, this is where the real fun begins, because now you've got things working, you're proud of your team, you actually become a prospect magnet. What that means is you've built something that people are watching, and people will say, I want to join that team because that team is going somewhere. And we have that in this team. This team is growing. Our whole upline, we have the fastest growing team in the entire company. So this is where 90% of your peace of mind income will come from. So when you get to this phase in your business building process, this is where it's like, that's where the money is really coming in. So I want to go over compensation training with you guys to help you understand a little bit about the company and some background. David Schmidt is the scientist, inventor, founder, and CEO. He has over 150 patents and counting, over 80 clinical trials done on the patches. He's an honorary doctor of science and technology and a 2-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. I know I talk fast, but I want to get through these slides because it's a lot of information. This man is at the helm of this amazing company. Everything's patented. No one has anything like this stuff. And he is incredible. So when I said go to events, you need to go to events. He's going to be in a bunch of events that our teams are hosting, right? We've got one in July, one in October. Y'all should be getting into that Punta Cana trip that's happening in November. So, I mean, we've got stuff all the time that is happening. And you want to be around this man. He's kind of got some very, very interesting things coming at us, especially being that this is our 20th year. We were founded in 2004. We are open in over 70 countries. Basically, why you might not have ever heard of this company before is because X39 launched in 2019. So we all know what was going on in 2019. So, now it's kind of blowing up. And it went from a $20 million a year company to a $320 million company in just 3 years. And in the last year alone, we're skyrocketing to over $1 billion. This is the fastest growing company in the world. So this is no joke. Like, we are actually listed as one of the fastest growing companies in the world. I have some documents showing that we are the fastest growing company in the world, but it's crazy, right? 45% growth in 2023 in the United States, 150 growth in some other countries, right? Japan, some other countries just blowing up. So the opportunity here is very unique. It's highly professional and extremely simple. In this day and age, in this culture, in this climate, what we're dealing with now is that so many direct sales companies are failing because they're not simple enough. They're too confusing to understand. They're too hard to build. It's too hard to get to the top. This is different. It's a professional direct sales built into a simple to understand binary system. That means you only have 2 legs to work with. It's right or left. It couldn't be any simpler. We also have some very effective building strategies, and we have multiples of them so you can choose. I love that about this company, and I love the fact that a lot of the different leaders in here have created different tools for you to figure out what's going to work best for you. We have a built-in onboarding system and training in our group, and it's incredible and super easy. So you just copy and paste into an email and send. We have like full training manuals and everything for you. We have a really amazing training manual for you to have. It's all free, so it's all included. What's great about this opportunity is you earn while you learn. So you could devour and go through all of this training materials, but you're already earning money. You start sharing with your friends, you can already earn. You don't have to go through all of these diplomas I have behind me. I didn't get paid while I was actually in school. I had to pay them to be in school. This is you earn while you learn, right? So this has unlimited earning potential. It's really fascinating. So your main goal The main goal, if you are serious about this, you want to come in at gold or diamond. Diamond is the serious entrepreneur. Gold is the first level that you need to come in at, the package that you purchase to come in at to be eligible to rank to manager. If you came in at bronze or silver, it's totally okay. You can upgrade at any time, but just know that gold is a qualification eligibility to rank to manager. So this is an active status of 110 PV or more, and you need to have 2 personally enrolled silvers or higher on each side. Remember, you got 2 legs. So it's 4 people. To hit the first most important rank in this company, you need 4 people. Do you have 4 friends, family, friends, whoever? I'm sure you have 4 people in your life that absolutely need this product, that you're thinking, oh my gosh, so-and-so would need this. Oh my gosh, so-and-so needs this. But don't just think about the person who needs this from a health perspective. Who needs this from a financial perspective? Because everybody needs this patch. Everybody. The question is, who in your world needs the money? Who's hungry? Go for those people, because those are the people that are going to help spread the word. Those are the people who are going to help the most people get healthy. You just need 4 to get to manager. And then after that, you become a manager making machine. You just keep teaching people how to become manager. You help people on your right get to manager, help people on your left. You just keep going. And that's how this works. So if you look at the income potential, we have 5 different ways of getting paid, and that's all in our manual. So this is all there. We've got tons of training in there, but I'm just going to go over a couple different ways to get paid here. One of them is in what's called our product introductory bonus. You'll hear that labeled as PIB. That's $1,000 a week if you were trying to get $1,000 a week. I don't know how many of you guys could deal with $1,000 extra income a week. That's $4,000 a month. That's pretty good. If you enrolled 2 diamonds, you'd get $500 each. There's $1,000. Now, this is assuming that you are on your fast start 14-week bonus period, which is you're basically paid as a senior director, and that's you purchasing the diamond pack, and you're all in and you're going for it, and you enroll 2 diamonds, you get $1,000. If you enroll 1 diamond and 5 golds, there's $1,000. If you enroll 1 diamond and 3 golds and 4 silvers, there's your $1,000. If you enroll 20 silvers and 10 gold, or 20 silvers or 10 golds, there's your $1,000. Okay, again, but this is 1/5 of your actual paycheck. This is just off of the product introductory bonus. The best thing, the most amazing portion of your paycheck comes from cycle bonuses. And they cap this because you could make so much on this. So they cap it at, sadly, $25,000 per week. So I don't know, how would you do with $25,000 per week? This is not unusual either. I know multiple people who make $25,000 a week just on this part of their paycheck. This is like they make so much more, because remember, this is 1/5 of their paycheck. So if you were trying to earn $1,000 a week on cycle bonuses, now this may be a little bit more advanced, but just to some of you guys who are deep thinkers can kind of follow with me. Remember, you need to be manager status or above, and we work off of what's called a 330/660 level. So you're going to have one leg that's going to be bigger than the other. That's always how it works out. One leg is bigger, one leg is smaller. So your big leg is called your power leg. Sometimes we just call it your big leg, and sometimes we call it your outside leg. So those are some different terms you'll hear. Your inside leg is your profit leg. That's where you're going to make some profit because of the cycle bonuses. And it's also your small leg or your inside leg. So every time you have 660 points on your big leg and 330 points on your profit leg, you create a cycle bonus, and that cycle bonus is $50. Okay, so to create $1,000 per week on consistent cycle bonuses, you need to have 6,600 points on your big leg, right? Or excuse me, your profit leg. So 6,600 points on your profit leg and 13,200 points on your power leg. That will cycle bonus you out to $1,000 per week. It's incredible. So I want to show you the LifeWave income disclosure. This is very important. When you start to understand this, that this is based off of active brand partners and a manager, right? A manager last year, 2023, made $74,000. That's the first rank. That's crazy. Average is $1,700. Okay, so again, you're going to keep working towards this. Director, 111,000. Average was 8,000. But keep going on that. if I look at the last two there, so let's just zoom in. The last three. Would you be okay with an extra $45,000 per year or an extra $80,000 per year? Or in my case, that's pretty accurate. 396,000, that's, just for, and that's on the low end because it says average. So if we went back to this one, that's your average. But what's interesting is when you see that $2 million plus, I'm a little sad they didn't put the actual number in there. And I think they did that because we all know there's two people in this company that are making the most money. It's crazy. One person has been in this company for a very long time. Another person has been in this company for not even 2 years. So one person in this company that has not been in this for 2 years, that's one of our uplines, is responsible for 8%, what was it? 35%. So 35% of the company's income is coming from our downline team. And it's a new team. It's a fastest growing team, and you would be on that team joining us. So the question is, for me personally, I've been in this just over a year, and you look at the months, it takes average months, right? From the time somebody started, the average months to get to certain ranks, executive director, like you could take the next year. Would you? Like, would you take the next year to figure this out? Would you understand that this is a lot of work because it's network marketing, right? It's a lot of work. But what if you started and you just gave up? Like you gave up like right before you were right there, right? And I think about this analogy a lot. If you knew there was $1 million on the other side of a brick wall and you just had to get through that brick wall, but you had nothing to get through that brick wall, would you figure it out? I think you would. And so when you look at the income disclosure and understand that we're talking about $400,000 a year to $2 million plus, would you work really hard to get there? Could you? And I think the answer is yes. So I'm going to encourage you guys to go to patchedu.com, click on the opportunity link. There's a lot of different things in there to help you, a lot of places for you to kind of look and train and learn. But the most important thing, if you don't get one thing out of all of this, you just get one thing, is just you got to start. Okay, you got to get your patches, and then you got to make a commitment that I'm going to do this. I want to share. I want to get to those diamonds on the other side of that wall, because it's doable. I'm proof. We have a massive line of upline SPDs that have been in this for just over a year, literally, and they're all SPDs. The tsunami of this company is just starting. If you really understand the magnitude of what's going on here, you would jump on this. And you wouldn't just sit there dragging your feet. Some of you who are in my group, like my team, right? A lot of you guys on here tonight have massive amounts of cycle bonuses. Some people are sitting on $40,000, $50,000 worth of cycle bonus pay. And they're just sitting there waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for. They're like, oh, I'm scared. And so many, I get that. So many of us are like frightened. We're nervous to be salesy. We don't want to be salesy. We want to help educate, we want to help people. But we want to really get into some better mindset training. We're going to do some mindset training next week. I want to help you guys through this. I want to help you guys understand some of the things that we're working on. We're working with Brandon Barber right now for helping you guys understand how to get a yes, right? It's really fun and exciting to be able to help our team, to help people really do better in this business and not feel so afraid. I want to help you not feel afraid. I want you to feel confident because you not only have belief in the company and the product, but you have belief in yourself. Okay, and that's our goal. Our goal is to help you do better and be better and help others in the same. Don't you want health freedom? But don't you also want financial freedom? Because when you have health freedom and financial freedom, guess what happens? You get time freedom. And I can tell you from experience and from my own life, having all of those things, health freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, is the biggest blessing God will ever give you. And when you get out of your own way and say, I'm not going to be afraid, Lord, I'm going to put it in your hands. I'm going to move forward boldly with this. I want to help people. I want to help people get out of their seat so that they can actually move so that they can help more people. It's contagious. So I'm excited for you guys to be on this journey, and I hope that you join us in this. I know that you will be blessed by it. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you guys later.